All right, after being in the Herman Miller Embody chair for 1 year, has the honeymoon phase wore off, or was it worth the hype? Let's talk about it. Hey guys, Kane's Observations here, Mike here. So by the end of this video, you guys are gonna know if the Herman Miller Embody chair is worth the $2,000 price tag. All right, so before we get into the nitty gritty, I just wanna let you guys know we finally opened up our merch store. I'll post a link down in the description below. Definitely check it out. We appreciate all your support. Now, before we dive into the chair details, let me go ahead and give you guys a closer look of the actual chair. When this thing arrived, I couldn't believe how big the box was. I actually had to go out there and help the UPS guy bring it in. He didn't have one of his little helpers with him that he usually has. He was even laughing, going he couldn't believe how heavy this chair was. So when we finally got it in the house, me being silly, I didn't read the description enough. I didn't realize that it came fully assembled, which I was super stoked about because I can't tell you how many chairs I've put together over the years and how long it's taken. So I cut up in the front of the box. I rolled the chair right out. I wish I would have taken a video of the unboxing, in which I didn't. But when I got the chair out, the first thing I noticed is the spine of the chair and how it tapers in like this. I thought that was very strange. It was very different than anything that I've experienced before. And then the back of the chair. I think the back of the chair looks phenomenal. I really like the calibration that they did with Logitech. But all in all, I was really impressed when I first rolled this thing out of the box. Very pleased. All right, so this chair was released back in 2009. It was designed by Bill Stump and Jeff Weber. Unfortunately, Bill passed away in 2006, and Jeff continued on with the design by himself. Jeff decided to bring in 20 biomechanical physicians to help with this design. They also molded the back of this chair after a human spine, as strange as it sounds. All right, so this is kind of funny. So when I first wheeled the chair out of the box and I looked at it, I'm like, oh, it looks a little narrow. Let me take a seat and see. So then I shimmy my weight inside the chair, and I'm thinking two things at this point. One, I need to lose some weight. Number two, do they make an XL? Not realizing all you had to do was just pop open the arms and boom, instant weight loss. All right, so let's talk about the functionality of this chair, and let's start with the armrest. So you have two blue buttons underneath each armrest. You can raise the arms all the way up, and you can raise them all the way down. There's definitely a lot of movement here, so you can definitely find that sweet spot that's really comfortable. All right, the handle here on the rear side of the chair lets you go ahead and adjust the lumbar support. The handle on the front of the chair here with the blue toggle, it lets you adjust the height of the chair up and down, as well as the rocking tension. The little clip here on the back on the left-hand side of the chair lets you adjust how far you want to be able to lean back in the chair. And these two handles here on the front of the chair, you can pull up and slide out, and it gives you more, I guess I would say, thigh or leg support. I don't really find it useful, but it is there. All right, are there any cons? Well, after using this chair for a full year, I do have a few. Number one, the cost of the chair and not including a headrest. I wish Herman Miller would have gone ahead and included a headrest with the purchase price of the chair, considering a headrest accessory is around $200. And this chair might not be for everybody. If you're really above 6 foot or below 5 foot, the chair could feel too big or too small, but I guess you might get that with any chair. Now, the padding of the chair. The padding's a little different than anything I've really used. If you're somebody that really likes a cushy chair with a lot of padding, the Steelcase Leap V2 might be a better fit for you. But outside of that, there really isn't too many cons. The armrest, a lot of people talk about that they're just kind of okay. That may be true, but armrests to me are armrests. They work the way that they should. They adjust the way that they should. And you know, the chair works great for me. All right, so who should buy this chair? Well, let me put it to you this way. I think this chair is designed for anybody that sits for long hours, works in an office setting, or is experiencing some back pain, or even doesn't sit very long and uses their computer occasionally. What I like to tell a lot of people though is the way that this chair is designed, it really kind of forces you to sit upright. It really, in a sense, fixes your posture. So if you're somebody that slouches a lot and you go ahead and purchase this chair, you might feel a little bit of discomfort and pain for the first month or two as the chair is essentially realigning your spine. So I wouldn't give up on the chair right away if you purchased it 2 weeks or even a month ago and you're experiencing some pain. You know, to get that spine and realignment, it could take 2 or 3 months. I've had no issues with the chair since I got it. I did experience a little bit of back pain the first month, so I probably did have some slouching or some misalignment going on, but nothing that, you know, the Herman Miller Embody chair can't fix or a chiropractor. All right, so what's the final verdict? Is the chair worth 2,000 bucks? I don't know. If I'm 20 years old and I had $2,000 to upgrade my whole gaming setup, maybe I buy an NVIDIA, you know, 5090 instead of the chair, because when I was 20 years old, I could sit on a cinder block and not have any pain at all. But now that I'm 50 years old, if I sprain my ankle playing basketball, I'm not back on the basketball court for a year. So, you know, maybe I'm considering my health now over a few other things. So I think the first thing I look at now when I'm setting up an office space and a gaming space is the chair. So, you know, it really depends on the individual, but Herman Miller did knock it out of the park with this chair. They did a great job with the design, and I really have no complaints. I think I will go ahead and buy the headrest, see how that feels, and then, you know, I'll do an updated video in 6 months of me using that and let you guys know. But that's all I got for today, except one more thing. We did open up our merch store. We're super excited here at Kane's Observations. I'm gonna post a link down in the description below. Please go and check it out. We appreciate all the support. I appreciate all my subscribers. Without you guys, I wouldn't be here making these videos. So much love to all you guys. And as always, stay safe, stay healthy. I appreciate you, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Got it!